So it's been about a couple of weeks, maybe a bit longer since I last made a video, and it's not lack of interest, it's other things going on. Christmas break, overseas visitors, had a really great time going around showing the sights, and the weather hasn't been brilliant either. It's alternated between windy and very, very hot, so not much in the way of flying. But in the meantime, I decided to do this video on what I've learned about buzzers on drones, the whole progression. So I'm going to start straight off with comparing three different types of beeper attached to the SpeedyBee, the SpeedyBee, and I thought I'd go straight in with a comparison. I'll put them 7 meters away from where the camera is, and I'll fire them up to show you how loud the beepers are, because that turned out to be the main issue. Fantastic at first, just being able to press a button on my controller and to be able to find it, but then I realised the big thing was volume. So the two later beepers are a lot louder than the original 60 decibel generic one that I started with. So without further ado, here's those three tests, and then after that I'll get into the details of how they're wired and a bit of history. So I hope it's useful.
Flight mode acro. Angle mode. Flight mode acro. Angle mode. Flight mode acro. Angle mode.
So the very first beeper I used on a drone was this thing, the BetaFlight beacon, and this predated getting into BetaFlight. So with quite cheap drones but losing a lot of them, I discovered this thing. So it's got no connectivity to the drone at all. It's self-contained, it's got a USB-C port on it for charging, but the great thing with this, you can just slap it on with a bit of Velcro onto any drone, and then when it hit the ground, after a while it would start beeping loudly and flashing, so you could find it. So that was great compared to not having a beeper at all. And I actually managed to damage one. I thought I'd written it off, but I managed to just attach a 1S battery to it, plug it in. What did I plug it into? Oh yeah, so I managed to attach a 1S battery, and that still works. So that was stage one. So I noticed when I was getting into BetaFlight and my SpeedyBee F405 board that there's a couple of solder points for a buzzer and beeper, plus and minus. I also realised that these things are incredibly generic and very cheap. So I've got 5 for about $4 Australian, and had a look at them. I wanted a loud one. They're bigger than I thought, but anyway, here's the points on the SpeedyBee board where you just solder the two wires, and that seemed very straightforward. So I fired up BetaFlight and realised that I had to go to the modes tab, and there was an entry for a beeper. So having soldered it on, I put this in auto, and it then flicked the switch and it detected auxiliary 5. Yeah, it turns out that under the configuration tab there's a whole section to do with beeper configuration. This has probably been in BetaFlight for quite a while. I couldn't believe how much stuff there is in there. Okay, I've learned a little more about buzzers and we can demonstrate what I've found out. Press that switch. But the other thing with this particular buzzer is if I disconnect the main battery, it's got its own battery. So I've disconnected the battery. Telemetry is lost. And you can see that the little unit, the iFlight finder, is flashing. And after a while, so it gets that little button, one beep, and it's off. Here's the specs and costs of the two beepers I'm talking about, the 100 decibel ones side by side. I think either is good. Just depends on availability. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the two beepers, the two loud ones I've been using. This is the BetaFlight unit, and this is the JMCU, which is bigger. They do make a smaller one, but for my purpose this is fine. I think this one from the video testing is a little bit louder. It also behaves a little bit differently. It's much quieter after the battery is disconnected from the drone, but then it's much louder when it finally starts up. So I'd recommend either. I've wound up buying this because I couldn't buy any more of these. Maybe somebody had a big order for industrial purposes. But I've used this brand before for other things, ESCs. They've been very good. So happy with either. But yeah, it's been good. So that's it. So I don't know when the next video will be or what it'll be about, but hopefully I'll be back in the air because bad weather can't last forever, particularly here in summer in Australia. So till next time, bye for now.